Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be a summary of 1 Kings chapter 5, verses 1 through 18. Now, King Hiram had sent a servant to Solomon. He had heard that Solomon had been anointed king. Now, he was a good man and was a good friend of David. Now, Solomon had sent back to Hiram that my father had desired to build a house for the Lord, but he was not able to, for there was war on every side of him until the Lord allowed all his enemies to be set under the soles of his feet. Now the Lord my God has given me rest on all sides, and no evil occasions have came upon me. I propose to build the house of the Lord my God, just as the Lord has spoken to my father. He had told King David that he would have a son that would sit upon the throne and he would build the house of the Lord. Now send me cedar trees, and send my servants will work with your servants, and I will hire your servants accordingly, because there are none among the men like yours that are so skilled with the lumber. And when King Hiram had heard the words, he had rejoiced greatly, and he said, Blessed be the Lord that has allowed David to have a wise son to sit upon his throne. And Hiram said that him and his counselor had considered all that Solomon had said, and said that they agreed to this. My servants will bring cedar by the sea. They will tie them together and float them down the sea to your place. And you will receive as many as your heart desires until you are able to accomplish your work. And you will give us food for my household. Now, Solomon gave food for his household. This amount was 20,000 measures of wheat, 20 measures of pure gold for his household. And Solomon gave this amount year after year. And Solomon was given wisdom as the Lord had promised, and there was peace between Solomon and Hiram. And King Solomon had groups of 30,000 of Israel and 10,000 men that he sent to Hiram to help for 1 month, and then they would stay home for 2 months. Solomon had 70,000 men that worked from home and 80,000 men that worked in the mountains. And this was besides the chiefs that was over the men of 3,300. Now, the king had commanded that they would bring great and costly stones to make the foundation of the house. And Solomon's builders and Hiram's builders had worked together to prepare the lumber and the stones for the foundation of the house of the Lord. May God be with you in everything and in every way.